Hey, what's up? It's Matt from the WCCS movie room. This is our review of Prey, the new Predator film that's just hit. If you're in the UK, Disney Plus. If you're in the US, it's on Hulu. It's directed by Dan Trachtenberg, which I think is how you say his name. I'm Matt Adcock. Here is the review. In a world full of prequels, one warrior stands above the rest. The word prequel has often been tarnished, even by some of the best film franchises. They've been cursed with prequels that have either been weak, rubbish, or just mediocre cash grabs, if I'm honest. But hey, what's this? Prey is the latest to jump a much-loved series back in time. Here is a prequel that tells the story of the first Predator visit to Earth, some 300 years ago before Arnie was in the jungle. So is this Comanche versus Space Hunter effort another blot on the cinematic landscape? I'm absolutely delighted to say no. Director Trachtenberg pulls off something incredible here and manages to stay true to the essential essence of the 1980s original. So if that's what you like, strap in for some stylish violence, including the graphic and very Predator fan-pleasing brainstem whipping. Overall it brings the nail-biting tension, some tasty action, some new characters that you'll actually care about, and speaking of which, meet Naru. She's played by Amber Midthunder. What a fantastic name. She's a young Comanche warrior and an expert tracker who's spent her whole life trying to prove herself to the tribe that she's worthy to be allowed out on the hunt. But the patriarchal tribal system is so strong that try as she might, even almost taking down a lion on her own, she's not actually given the chance to do anything more than cook for them. But then, she's out one day and sees a sign in the sky, which is actually the Predator spaceship bursting through the clouds. And this heralds something bigger, nastier, and carrying some advanced weaponry that's coming directly into her tribe's hunting grounds and starts to kill off their food supply. So it comes that Naru must fight for her people, and she may just be the only possible chance they have of surviving this serious extraterrestrial threat. Prey is an absolute badass film. It packs a level of gruesomeness and endorphin rush that has been sorely missing from this franchise for almost a decade. I enjoyed Predators, but it wasn't a classic. I didn't enjoy The Predator so much from 2018 from Shane Black, who I do love. Something just wildly misfired there, and I just don't know quite what he was thinking or smoking that day. Anyway, back to Prey. Prey brings us the Predator who's a primal killing machine, who wears a skull mask variation on their headgear, and as is their way, he's keen to track and hunt everything across his path. There is much to enjoy as the various wild beasties go up against him, and my highlight was a grizzly bear, where he fights him in a river, one-on-one, and it's quite something where you see him kind of cloaking, coming out of, and fighting this bear, which could destroy a human in seconds, but finds its match in the Predator. But it's when the action moves to the Predator taking on the human targets that things really start to amp up further. The film is excellent at capturing the native Indian customs and traditions too. They're seamlessly worked into the plot, and I learnt a lot as well as enjoying it. Naru herself actually wields this excellent homemade axe on a rope kind of weapon, which I can imagine Kratos from God of War would like to borrow at some point. It certainly looks like a fun weapon to use, if I'm not quite sure on the practicality of the practicing, because you throw the axe and swing it straight back to you. If you get that wrong, you're going to lose a hand or two. Anyway, then you've got these white gun-toting trappers who speak in French, and they're there to trap and kill natives as well as the animals, but they weren't reckoning on a predator being in the jungle, and the carnage that kicks off after that is just beautiful. There's also a feral majesty to the whole woodland feel. You've got your wolves and you've got your picturesque acres of wilderness, but also the combat itself. It has a primal feel to it, and this Predator doesn't have all the same high-tech weaponry that the ones we've seen before has. It has some of it, things like the head-mounted 3-dot targeting system, that's still there, but no laser cannon, more of a sort of a shoot and aim kind of dart contraption, which is pretty cool. Anyway, Prey moves along at a breathless pace, And Midfinder is a charismatic and engaging lead. Her supporting cast probably don't get the same sort of character development that she gets, but this isn't a film about a team versus Predator as the Arnie one was. This is more of a battle of wits between a girl and a monster, and I think that really works to its favour because it's not trying to retread new old ground. Brings a refreshing new kind of flavour to it. So even if you've only got a passing interest in the previous Predator films, I'd say Prey is absolutely worth seeking out. And if you're a newcomer to the series and you're wondering what the hell a Predator actually is, then this is an excellent place to start. As Arnie might say, and as is quoted in this film, if it bleeds, we can kill it. I would paraphrase, if it bleeds, we can enjoy seeing it battle. This gets a big 5 stars on our newly formed WCCS rating. Go and enjoy. It's worth signing up to Disney just for this film, or get the free trial and then cancel. Alright, take care. See you, man. Hey, what's up? It's Matt from the WCCS movie room. This is our review of Prey, the new Predator film that's just hit. If you're in the UK, Disney Plus. If you're in the US, it's on Hulu.